Hi, and welcome to the channel and my very untidy garage. This was, I thought I'd just do a short video on my own bikes, show you my own bikes and what I've done to them so far and anything I'm thinking of doing to them in the future. So let's have a quick run through of what I've got. And first I'm going to start off with my Road King, which I've had for about 18 months. It's been a great bike. Since I've had it, I've put the Monster Sucker Island Ness on it, and I've put Island Ness end cans on, and I've decatted it, and I've got a tune in it too. I've put heated grips on it, which are quite good. I get Raynaud's syndrome, and I thought it would help, but I do use heated gloves anyway in the winter, so they kind of get the keep my fingers warmer. The previous owner, I'm the second owner, the previous owner fitted a reverse gear on it, which is really useful in dodgy situations and for the fact that I'm only 5'7", so it makes it easier in any sort of tight situations at all. Although I haven't got used to it very well yet. It's really weird powering a bike backwards rather than pulling it backwards. I need to do a bit of practice with it. It feels very unsteady when I do it, but that's down to me entirely. The other thing I've done, I made a sissy bar for tying my luggage to it when I go off camping and what have you on it. That's very useful. And I put an oil pressure gauge on, basically because I heard after buying it stories about the 2017 to 2020 M8 engines and how bad they are, and the sumping and one thing and another, and I was quite worried about it. I don't know whether the previous owner had upgraded the oil pump or not, but it's run fine. I've done about between 3,000 and 4,000 miles on it. The previous owner did about 33, and it runs absolutely great. I haven't had any problems whatsoever. So that's why I put the oil pressure gauge on, just to keep an eye on the oil pressure to see if I was going to have a problem at all, which so far I'm pleased to say I haven't. I've done, as I say, I've done quite a few miles. Earlier this year, I rode the bike up to John O'Groats, and then in one go, I rode from John O'Groats down to Land's End just because I wanted to do it. And it ran superbly. I didn't have a problem at all. The other thing I've done is decatted it, and that makes it run so much cooler. It's you can really feel less heat off the engine, so that was a good move, I think. And on to my next bike. My next bike is a Superglide Custom. I do love the Dyna. I think they're a great bike. Why Harley stopped making them, I'll never know. But I bought this 9 or 10 years ago, and done a fair few miles. I bought it with 8,000 on it. I think I've done about that again. So not a huge amount given the time I've owned it, but I've always had other bikes as well. I put the long shots on it. It had short shots on when I bought it, and I found them a bit harsh sound wise, so I put long shots on, which I really like. I put the air cleaner on it, Island Ness again, and I put the apes on it, and they are so comfortable. I really like them. The apes, along with the forward controls, I can ride it for miles. The most I've done in one day is about 320 miles, and it's comfortable. Don't have a problem with it at all. What else have I done? Oh, when I bought it, the one thing wrong with it was it would tick over when it felt like it, and it was a pain. Sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't. You find yourself at traffic lights revving it, which obviously winds people up. Um, So it was either put it into Harley. I did everything I could find on Google. I Googled it and tried all sorts with it. Couldn't cure it. So it was either put it into Harley or do a carb conversion. And I did the carb conversion, which I'm really pleased with. It runs so much nicer with it, and a standalone ignition system, obviously, and it just runs beautifully. I do not regret doing that at all, which seems crazy going from fuel injection to carb. You think you're just going back to old technology, but it really works. I don't know what they did to the fuel injection. It's renowned for being a bad year for the fuel injection on these. I had, previous to buying my Road King, I had a 2009 Road King, and for some stupid reason I sold it and regretted it, which is why I bought this one. It was such a good bike as well, and that had the same engine, the same twin cam engine, just different electronic fuel injection, but it ran so much nicer. And I never had a problem with it at all. But this, I could never get it running right with the fuel injection, so hence I changed it. That's about, a previous owner put a rev counter on, which is really good. The only other thing, I made the sissy bar as well for carrying any luggage on it that I want to. I used to tour a little bit on this. I went camping a couple of times on it, and I just needed something to tie it to. I actually like the look of the sissy bar, so I've left it on. The only other thing I'm going to do, I have lowered it as well. So it's about, I think about an inch and a half lower back and front, and I really like it. People say that it ruins the handling, but I don't go that fast anyway, and I haven't really noticed any real difference. And the only other thing I am going to do, for no good reason, is a chain conversion. And although I know I don't need to, and although I know that a belt is better, I like the look of a chain. So I'm going to do a chain conversion probably sometime towards the end of this year. I'll put it on, I'll do a item on it anyway when I do get round to doing it, but that's a definite that I really want to do. My other bike is a Triumph Speed Triple, an old 2004 955i. And I've had this bike 5 or 6 years, and I do really like it. I haven't done much to it, just ridden it really. It's not modified apart from the fact that I put that, how do you pronounce it, Delkiavic can on it, which I'm going to change. I think it sits too far outboard. I only put it on about a couple of months ago, and I haven't really had time to do anything with it, but I messed around with it, and the pipe that you get with it, that intermediate pipe, I couldn't get it to sit better or further in than that. So I'm going to remake that pipe and bring it in a few inches, make it sit inboard a bit more, which will be much better. Being as I've got a single seat, I might make a different bracket and take the foot pegs off as well, rear foot pegs, so I don't take passengers, so it will look better with that. I was thinking of selling it. I wanted to get something that might be more useful in the winter, something with luggage on. I don't like using my Road King in the winter, but if I with salt on the road, but I fancied getting a bike with luggage on for when I go to work, come home, go to the gym on the way home, go shopping on the way home. And I put this up for sale about a year ago for 2,250. Didn't have any takers whatsoever, and I thought, there's no way I'm selling this cheaper than that because it is such a good bike. It runs perfectly. It has done since the day I bought it, um, and it's just too good to let go. So I will keep it, and I haven't got room for another bike really, so I'll just have to stick with these three. The other bike I have is my project bike, which is a Harley Davidson 96 Sportster. It was an 883. There's the frame that I've started chopping around. I need to get on with this. It's been on the go for quite a long time, and I really haven't got on with it. But my idea is the engine is under my bench. If I just show you that, if you can see it, it's a bit dark under there. I don't know whether the camera will pick it up. It's an 883 and it's got a 1200 conversion on it. It's got Andrews cams. I will at some points break the dive into the engine and rebuild it and see what it's got, see if the heads are ported or not. If the heads aren't ported, I'll get that done. But I'll do a dry build first. But I'm actually going to build it. I got there are Suzuki GSXR wheels, which I'm going to put on it, and I'm putting the brakes on from that. Or I might do a radial conversion for the front. I've got the upside down forks off of that. I've had these made, which is the yokes for the forks. So I've got those ready to go on. I've got really everything I need for a dry build. I made a swing arm for it, but I might remake that. Should have got this out ready. Made this swing arm for it, and I'm not that happy with it. I don't think I did a very good job of the adjustment for the chain. So I may remake that. I don't know. I might use it for the dry build and maybe remake it before I put it together. I just want to remake these end pieces so that I can put a better chain adjuster in it. But other than that, everything is ready for a dry build. So at some point soon, I will do a video on doing a dry build. I can't wait to get these yokes on. And I've got upside down forks off the GSXR. And I did originally get those wheels, which came off a 750, but they're kind of directional. And on a Sportster, you have to turn the back wheel round. So those wheels aren't directional. And it's got a 190 on it, slightly wider rim. So I made the swing arm for that, for those wheels. So they are the ones I will use. So I'm quite looking forward to getting those on the dry build. And I think I will put, as I say, radial brakes on it rather than the standard GSXR calipers. The project started out, I wanted to build a street tracker, and then I decided I wanted something with really good suspension and braking on, and the wider tyres, street tyres rather than the street tracker tyres. So it kind of changed direction, but I've just got a bike in my head that I want to build. So that is what I will do. And that is my bikes. When I start doing some jobs, and on the Triumph, I've got to change the chain and sprockets, which I will do very soon, and I'll put a video up for that. And I need a front tire as well. I don't know whether I'll do a video for taking off and putting on the front wheel. I think that's quite a easy thing anybody could do, I would guess. So that's my only jobs for this. I'm going to change the indicators as well. I'd like to do a tail tidy of some sort, but there isn't anything available. So if I do it, I'll have to cut that one down. I just need to get out here and get stuck in and get the jobs done. Well, if you've stuck it for this long, thank you for watching. And if you would be so kind as to like the video, maybe even subscribe and see where we go from here. I've got quite a few interesting things coming up in the future, so keep an eye out. You might find something you find interesting. Hopefully you will. And thanks for joining me. Thank you. Bye.